Hi, everyone.
Hello.
There's always that moment where it's like you've clicked live and everything, you've clicked go live and everything, and you're just kind of like, everyone's kind of just waiting.
Why we always do the like countdowns or the tiny little video clips, that way it goes live and then you can prep and
mentally prepare.
I like the countdown videos.
What's the saying? Better late than never, huh?
Exactly.
Actually, this is a Wallace stream, so it's totally appropriate, right?
Indeed, indeed.
Yeah, would you two like to introduce yourselves, actually?
Absolutely. Me first?
Sure.
Okay.
Clockwise, I guess.
Hi, everybody. I am Wallace. You can also call me Wallisimo, and because that happens to be my channel name. And yeah, I make I make videos every so often. No promises, but I'm here for a good time. Just gonna be a good time.
I'm Caitlin. My channel is Caitlin Asche, which is a barista's writing journey. I'm currently doing weekly writing vlogs until I finish revisions for the current draft that I'm working on of my City project, which is a YA fantasy. So look out for those, I guess.
Ooh. Yay. Yep, and I've got both Wallace and Caitlin linked in the description box below. Yep. Let's see.
You gonna introduce yourself, Michael?
Well, we'll leave that a mystery.
Oh, we love a man of mystery.
Either like a mystery or like an unfulfilled story or something. Yep, we've got Mama Maggie here. Hi. And Regina's here.
Hi, Regina.
Hi. And Anya's here. Hi, Anya.
Hello to everybody. It's gonna be a fun one. I'm excited.
That was an official Wallace joke, actually, Regina.
It was. I appreciated it. An homage.
And Shay's here. Hi, Shay. All three of the fictioneers are here. Yay. And Alexi's here. Hi. Pals, friends, hello. Shay on my iPad, LOL. Yeah, Shay may be switching channels. And we've caught a wild Katie. Hi. And a wild Sasha, too.
Hi, Sasha.
Hi, Sasha. Katie Wallace is here for a good time, not a long tie.
Yeah, actually, Katie, I actually really like short ties. I like bow ties, not long ties. So you are correct. I'm not here for a long tie.
Interesting. We've got Violet here. Hi. And we've also got Grapefry here. Hi, Grapefry. Sorry. A Ghoul Creates is here. Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Katie, don't judge a tie by its length. I think this is for you, Wallace.
Indeed, it is.
Sasha, she likes short ties and she cannot lie. I think I know that song. I think I get that reference. Yep. Actually, Mama Maggie, how is your story going at Wallace?
Which one? I don't know. I think you're referring to the short story because I believe you were at the stream for Salt Bay, the bees. Right now, tentatively, the plan is that Katie and I will be. She will be. Oh, Katie, maybe I shouldn't announce this publicly. In an upcoming Wednesday, yes, okay, the island one, yes, the Peculiar Bees of Salt Bay. Either sometime on a Wednesday in September, Katie and I will be live streaming her critiquing and doing line edits of my draft of that story.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
That's on the books, which means the story has a deadline, which means it'll get done. We just don't know when it'll get done, but it'll get done.
Are you also vlogging it at the same time, or are you?
No, that's honestly why I set up the stream, because I was like, I really want to continue the series. I really enjoy writing these short stories. But I just have so much on my plate, and I get, I was also doing vlogs for This Book is for October, and I was just like, I'm getting not overwhelmed. That sounds so dramatic, but just, I was avoiding vlogging, but then I felt like I couldn't write unless I was vlogging. And so then because I was avoiding vlogging, it also meant I was avoiding writing, even though I didn't want to avoid writing. So I said, I have the perfect solution. It's still technically a video because it's a live stream. So that's why I'm doing for this story in particular, I'm doing live streams to tell the whole process. But I think I'll go ahead and just like do my draft not on camera, my first draft. And then when Katie and I are doing like line edits and stuff, I can give the insight and like talk about why I chose certain things. And then she can criticize all those choices and make me change them. So it'll be great.
That sounds interesting. I'll definitely have to tune in for that live stream. Did you say it'd just be the one live stream?
So there's already been one. We did a live stream where actually it was a choice between two. It was Peculiar Bees of Salt Bay or the Curious, or like the elusive Lord Hoppington. And everybody voted, and Peculiar Bees of Salt Bay won out. And then for like 2 hours, we just brainstormed together, like, who's our protagonist? What's our plot? Like we looked at the prompt and stuff, and then we just, reading the comments and talking it through with everybody just kind of grew, and we created an outline for the story. And then I'm going to take that outline and actually try and transform it into, a piece of microfiction. So,
right.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then the second live stream will be Katie critiquing live that draft. So that's the setup for this one.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll be there for sure.
Excellent. Love to have you.
Yep. Sasha, we enjoy you writing the short stories as well, Wallace.
Thank you, Sasha. I appreciate that. I enjoy working with people. Actually, that stream was so much more fun than like any other brainstorming session I've ever had for the short stories, because it was so fun to hear people's thoughts. I mean, it was like, ooh, should they be pirate bees or zombie bees? Or maybe it's a town of like psycho bees that are taking over the people, like mind control bees. And then it became like this Kafka-esque like metamorphosis. No, they're turning into bees. And it's just like, it really escalated into absurdity in a fantastic way. So I'm really excited for it.
That it's like an author-tube collaboration.
Yes.
Because during the line edits ones, then other people will also be doing suggestions.
Yes, that's absolutely the take as well. Like, Katie will be there with me on stream just so I have someone to talk to, but like we'll definitely be inviting people in the comments to be like, oh, I think this word is better than this word because it's more active versus passive. And, so yeah, I really like the idea of it being totally, fully collaborative. So it's been fun.
Actually, one thing that I've learned is like with my riddling streams, I've learned sort of like the power of the group, like the author tubing group. Because when I write my riddles, I have to write them hard. Because if I don't, someone with his or her particular life experience will just look at that particular riddle and just get it. And then once it's gotten, right? And the whole sort of like game is over, right?
Yeah.
So I have to consciously write them really hard so that the whole group actually has to mull them over for a little while. But the group, like once you put everyone's minds together, it's amazing. What you can do.
It is. And what are we putting our minds together for this week? Not to
This is
transition, but giving
good
you that
segue,
segue.
right? But yeah, we are caught up in the comments. So I was thinking what we could do is we could do a writing prompts stream, but let the chat create the prompts. So what I was thinking is we could do for this first one and for the next two also, we could do a 2-minute sprint, okay, and let people in the chat just like basically come up with their prompts, just like one sentence. Come up with their prompts, but not quite like type them in and everything, but not quite hit
Actually
enter.
post them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then what we'll do is after just the 2 minutes, we'll come back, and then basically I'll say like, okay, now or whatever, and everyone basically at the same time can hit enter and post their prompts. Hopefully we won't break StreamYard or anything. There probably won't be too many anyway, but basically they'll all come in at more or less the same time, and then whichever one is the third one every time, that one can be the official prompt for that sprint, and then we can all write on it for that sprint. How's that sound?
I have a question.
Okay.
Is it cheating if I enter one of the chocolate short story prompts?
No, not at all. You can enter whatever prompt you want.
Okay, sounds
Yeah,
good.
everyone can do so. Yeah. So how does that sound?
It sounds great.
Yeah.
Wait, but then my next question is, like, what is the process? Is that it's the 2-minute sprint, and then we all press hit as soon as you're like 3, 2, 1, go, and then the third one is the prompt that we use, and then are the three of us writing it, or are we going to jump into a longer sprint and everybody's doing their own thing and people can work on that prompt if they want or not? Like, what's your vision?
Pretty much just as you say it. So once we've got the prompt, then it's like we've got the writing prompt, and we can jump into I'm thinking a 22-minute sprint, and then we can go from there. And I will be personally trying to write on all 3 of the prompts for the stream. But totally you can do whatever you want. You can write on the prompt, not write on the prompt, be productive or read or anything you want.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, I'm so excited. This is fun.
I'm thinking, at least in my mind, like people in the chat are already kind of brewing, ooh, what could I write, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, let me just see here. Mama Maggie, I still love the violets and how the flowers are the cure and the source of the bad honey.
They're talking about the stuff that we were brainstorming for Peculiar Visa Salt Bay. That was one of the thoughts of like the people come to this island and they're eating the honey, and over a course of a few days, it's slowly turning them into insects. But the way to cure it is to, I think the pollen is the cure, but the honey is the poison. So.
Ooh.
I know I had to leave that stream early, and now I'm like, what did I miss? I need to go back and watch.
You should go back and watch it, because I feel like it's a fun one to rewatch. Not that I'm super self-absorbed and just love watching myself, but like I think it was super fun.
Grape Fry, you don't have to write them hard. But I do for you, Grape Fry. Throw us an easy one once in a while, LL. Violet, the author tube hive mind. I think that's a good thing, right? Mama Maggie, fun? Okay, yeah. So why don't we go ahead and do a 2-minute sprint. Let me actually adjust my timer here. Okay, so 02. Yep. Okay. Yep. Oh, let me share my stuff. Okie dokie. Good luck with those prompts. See you real soon. Yep, and again, you can think about them and type them in, but don't hit enter just yet, everyone. I've never seen the thingy moving that quickly. It's like it's flying by the wings of Mercury or something.
I know. I realize though we shouldn't probably write prompts because we're like 10 seconds ahead, and so the third prompt will, if all three of us always submit, the third prompt will always be one of our
right.
prompts.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You two don't need to write prompts.
Okay. Okay.
It's fine. This gave me time to do a pop-out chat because I didn't pull out the chat before the stream started.
I always forget that you can do that.
Now I'm like debating, do I want to handwrite whatever I'm doing or do I want to type it?
I don't know. I would just go with your gut, whatever you feel like. It is Friday. You totally have the excuse to just, handwrite, maybe go a bit slower.
Oh, yeah.
Because I usually if I decide to do like a poem or rather than like a short form type thing, I'd rather handwrite it.
Right. Yeah, then you're not so much counting words anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's almost New Year's. 5, 4, 3. Just kidding. Never mind. Yep. Okie dokie.
Are you gonna do a countdown, like a 3, 2, 1?
Yeah. So just a sec here.
Oh, Regina's already going. 3, 2, 1, go, guys, go.
Okay. Well, if Regina's already posted, then yeah, by all means, just hit enter now, everyone, and post your prompts.
And, I think Anya got it. Ooh, Katie though. Katie's is so good too. You guys.
We're gonna. I definitely want to read through all of them, actually.
Okay.
To start with. But yeah. Ooh, they're rolling in. I
Sasha?
see at least.
Okay, wait, I'm sorry. Sasha and I literally have the same brain because I was like, ooh, I'm just going to write basically the first sentence. But mine was, I was, looking in the mirror and what just moved behind me. And that was the prompt. Sasha and I always are same wavelength.
Just
ooh, really?
in this spooky mood.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, sorry.
And I love the way that everyone authored to gets into the Halloween spirit 2 months early.
How it's meant to be.
I love
how
that.
It's meant to be.
Yeah. So yeah, let's go through these prompts actually. Let me just see here. Okay, I don't think this is quite a prompt. I could be wrong.
Ghost frame. I like it. Oh, does that mean Katie's is the third? Is Violet's a prompt?
I think is posting something for before, in terms of the chat.
Were we talking about ghosts?
It could be the nostalgia train.
Sorry if I am,
Violet.
So I think I see that Anya's is the third. Mm-hmm. Is that what you two see also?
Yes. Yes.
So let's go ahead and Regina, he said not to let go of the rope, but ooh, I like that one. And totally, even if we have third one and it's official and everything, if you see a prompt that you really like and you just want to write on it, by all means, just go with that one. And then you can, share what you write or not share also. It's all good. You can do whatever you like. Yep. Okay, Katie,
Also,
They
I think
say-
this is the third one because Violet Bellow said that hers was a prompt. It was a
Oh.
prompt by emojis. So I think
Okay,
this is the third prompt.
Violet, you guys know I only speak emoji. I think you're more than fluent in emoji, actually, Violet. Yep. Okay. So then, in that case, yep. So in that case, number 3. This is the third one here. Okay. So Katie, they say the river will always lead you to your soulmate. If you have one, and if you survive the rapids, I can definitely work with that.
There's so many different directions. You could go comedic, philosophical, romantic.
Right.
I love this prompt.
Yeah, good point. Yep. Regina, oops.
I guess oops could be a prompt too, because it's in the middle of all of them.
It could be in its 4-character glory, right? So let's see what Anya has here. She opened her eyes and found herself floating. Interesting.
I love that.
I like these so far.
I already have the vision for that.
Grapefruit, meteor shower, laundromat, a lost dog. Ooh. I like this one because it's like, how do you connect the dots, right? Mama Maggie, a mythological beast as a shifter in its human form encounters your main character during a busy day, offering a meal or some sort of refreshment. Are they friend or foe? Ooh.
I love this because it's like, this is exactly the kind of thing that starts off a little D&D one-shot adventure.
Oh,
like,
really?
That's,
okay.
That's a fun one. I really like that one too.
I see. I have to get into this Dungeons and Dragons, actually.
I know some of my friends are like wanting to get into it, and they're like, "Caitlin, you have to DM. You're the writer." And I'm like, "I don't know."
No. If you've never, no. If you've never played D&D, I do not suggest DMing.
Yeah,
right
that's what I'm telling them.
Will you just like fall head over heels into it?
It's sort of like trying to go. I mean, this is gonna sound really bad, and people will like have lots of opinions on this, and I recognize that this is a very flawed analogy, but it would be like reading a textbook on Spanish and then trying to go and teach an introductory Spanish course just from reading the textbook yourself versus like going and living in Spain for 6 months and then, trying to teach an introductory course. Like anytime you DM for the first time, for the most part, you're going to be shaky. It's impossible to know the rules and it takes a ton of practice, but to live as a player and to know the mechanics as a player is going to help you as a DM because it helps you communicate with your players of like how to play.
I see what you're talking about. Yeah. You're talking about, okay, so like DM is Dungeon Master, right?
Dungeon Master,
okay, I got it. Yeah. Sasha, I was putting my Halloween costume on when I heard something moving in my closet, ... That's another good one. Yep, Grey Fry, you should all do a different prompt. Yep. Okay. Mama Maggie, I plot some of my fantasy books like a D&D adventure.
It's a good strategy.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. So why don't maybe what I'll do? Actually, I think I'll just leave. I can just leave Katie's comment up, right? So this is the one, number 3. So why don't we get into a 22-minute sprint then now? And I have to fix my timer again. Just a sec. Where am I going? Okay. Just a sec here.
I don't know if you guys can hear that like howling.
No, I don't hear anything.
Okay.
All good.
It's barely there. Like if
Okay.
you weren't looking for it.
Okay. There's just these woods have many mysteries.
No,
Right.
it's all
Good
good.
luck.
I don't hear anything, but okay. Good luck, everyone.
Do 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 do.
Yay, that's it. That's the end of the first 22-minute sprint. Yep. So, how'd you two make out?
Well, I spent the first 12 minutes of that sprint, so more than half, actually trying to address the prompt. But here's the thing. If you've watched any of my Talk Short stories, you know I'm not capable of doing anything remotely productive within only 22 minutes. My brain went a million miles an hour. Initially, I was like, oh, I'm going to do a story about a girl who is like, she's like, oh, it's totally overhyped. But in reality, it's just because she's afraid of water. And so she doesn't want to get in the boat. And it's about her, like,
Right.
just that. And I wanted to be like humorous and mostly dialogue. And eventually, like, people would force her into the boat. And it was going to be like this metaphor for women being forced into like, the dichotomy of marriage or whatever. But then I was like, oh, no, maybe I can't do that in 22 minutes. And then I went down a different road and then a third road where I was like, ooh, what if this river is like the river Styx and we do like a Greek mythology twist on it?
Oh.
And then I was like, this is exhausting. And I spent the final 12 minutes finishing up commenting on a family friend's manuscript, and I finally finished all my comments. So I was productive.
And also, Wallace, I hate to break it to you, but half of 22 is actually 11.
I know. I said I spent 12 minutes, so I spent more than half, didn't I?
I'm just teasing.
Fair.
But I said more than half, didn't I?
I think, yeah.
So I was correct.
I hear you. I
Caitlin,
hear
how
you
do
in the sense of mayhem.
Um,
Sweet though.
I wrote a poem and spent like a good 5 minutes figuring out what rhymes with water. But I have
Hotter.
I used daughter.
You use what?
I used daughter.
Daughter.
Ooh.
That's gorgeous.
But it's 4 stanzas, so I don't know if I should like put it in the chat or if I should just read it. What
You
do
can put
guys
it in the
think?
private chat, and then I think Michael can like paste it into the chat, or you can put it in the chat. And
Yeah,
he can read it
whatever.
out.
Let me see.
And then you have to read it, but like we have to also see it because a lot of poetry is the physical.
That's why I'm trying to like figure out how I wanted to do it.
Yeah, I say put it in the chat for sure.
Oh, of course the stanzas didn't come across in the actual message.
I'd love to read it to see it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it like when I pasted it, it completely just messed up the formatting, but it's fine.
Right.
Well, can you? Oh yeah. Do you want to read it then?
Yeah, I can read it out. So.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I didn't title it. I was focused on writing, I guess. Water knocked her over. In a haze, unsure of mist, her eyes aglaze. She pushed onward through the wall of water. Her lover waited with their lovely daughter. A rock misplaced, a shoe slipped, a head underwater. She held her grip tight. Handed a rope, given some hope, her feet hit solid ground. She looked up into her lover's eyes and saw she had been found.
That's lovely.
Very nice. I really like that.
Stunningly lovely.
I'm totally gonna have to like later reread it and dissect it and everything. And
yeah, I wish that it did the
really
stanzas. Maybe I can put it in the comments in like 4 separate comments, and each comment can be a stanza.
For sure.
I have to know though. So is it like metaphorical? Is their daughter like a future prospect if this relationship actually occurs? Or is it like how, as the author, as the poetess, how do you...
If I had more time, I would have figured that out, but I was mainly just looking for words that rhymed.
Fair enough. The trick, Caitlin, is to just like be like, oh yeah, it was always my plan for this deep meaning, etc.
22-minute, that's when the 22 minutes suddenly comes out really quickly, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'll work on posting it in the chat in each stanza is one.
Oh, yeah.
I'll do that.
Excellent.
Good work, though.
Yeah, Caitlin, I'm so impressed.
I haven't written poetry in over a year, maybe 2.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, I almost had I was working on a poetry collection and then kind of just dropped the project and started focusing on novels instead. So maybe I should go back to it, I guess.
Yeah, maybe if you kind of get to the point where you're exhausted with your novel, you're a bit tired with the headspace that it's putting you in every day, then you can kind of take a break and still be productive and switch over to the poetry collection. Yep. So I started out kind of like trying to, I was like, oh, okay, I should put, maybe I could put the prompt into a banner, and then I was like copying and pasting, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna write something in my Word document, and I tried to like paste Katie's prompt into there, but the format wasn't right and the type size and everything. And I was like trying to fiddle with that. I ended up actually giving up and just memorizing the prompt and typing it in into the beginning of my piece. And it was, quite chaotic, and I lost a lot of time in the beginning. But I did actually write down, I typed the prompt word for word, and then I just kind of went flat out until the end. And I can read what I got down, actually.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so, yep. They say the river will always lead you to your soulmate, if you have one and if you survive the rapids. This was what he was told. This was what he heard. He got himself a canoe and oar and set out. He put on his brimmed hat. He figured that a life vest would be cheating. He entered the river in his canoe and began paddling downstream. He paddled for a couple hours. There were villages, children who waved at him, fields on both sides as far as the eye could see. And there were rapids. He survived them, if only by the skin of his teeth. After these rapids, the river widened and slowed. It widened and slowed and became hushed. And it brought him to the sea. And that's it.
I love that. When the way you're describing it of him going past villages and stuff, and this is probably not where your head was at, but I kind of like the idea of that all of these places are potential places where he could stop, and like the children waving at him are children that he could have with people who are, not to say like, settling with, but just there are all these options in life. And that's like an interesting interpretation of the prompt. Like, if you survive the rapids, like if the rapids of the river of life are all the distractions that, make you just stop and like you're afraid to keep going.
Right.
So,
well, thank you for that interpretation. I mean,
I don't know if that's at all what you were going for, but I thought it was interesting.
Oh my God, 22 minutes. What have I done? Thank you, though.
I love this. It's reminding me of like a few years ago, my friend who's a photographer and I kind of did this like 52-week writing challenge where at the beginning of the year we had once a week, we both had the same prompt, but I would do a poem or a short story for that prompt and she would do a photography piece.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was really fun, but we only made it like halfway through February and then like dropped off. But it's
so instead of
reminding
52
me of
week, it was 6 week.
Yeah. So like we went through and had a prompt for every single week of the year that year. Like it was really fun.
That is cool. So wait, but before you go into any others, Michael, I know it was only 22 minutes, but what is your interpretation of the person, their river ending at the sea? Like, does it mean that he never settled ever, and so he just never found anyone and never got to have children or the farm or the life, and he just
I suppose so, because he literally does get all the way to the sea, right? He doesn't imagine it or anything. So, yeah.
So that's both like saying like, that's an interesting, because you can kind of look at it either way of, don't go for this elusive pedestal of soulmate and like your life will just pass you by and you'll just float off into the nothingness without having ever hit shore.
Or is his soulmate the sea?
Or yes, that's also a great interpretation, because I think the sea is often personified as like this mysterious, beautiful, tempestuous woman. So, I have so many thoughts.
It looks like I'm really behind in the comments, and we've got lots of awesome things going on. So why don't we?
I hate to do this, but I do have to bounce at this point. I am so sorry. We're an hour into it, and I have a family function tonight. But thank you so much for having me. And happy writing. And
you know what?
What?
I think there's only one way. I think if this is a Wallace stream, I think maybe what I should do is create a bit of a distraction, right? A decoy. And then maybe you can pop out, huh?
Sounds good.
Okay, well, bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.
See you. And voila.
That was smooth.
Oh, my. So, why don't we catch up in the comments or with the comments? Let me just see here. Steeg's here. Hi. Sorry for getting to you so late, Steeg. Hello. Steeg, hello, friends, and Katie. I'm just the messenger.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Okay, so and we have Nia here. Hi. Rose, my mind went down a rabbit hole with Steve's comment at this show. Let me see here. Violet, I did it as a poem. Ooh, I'm not sure, Violet, if you've posted this or not. Lower down.
Drop it, Violet. Drop it.
Nia, it's prompts today. Cool. Caitlin, this is for you.
Thank you.
And this is too.
Thank you, Sasha and Anya.
Sasha, I have 4 friends walking around lost in the woods, and one of them is hangry.
Is that a prompt?
Oh my. Yep, I think Caitlin, this is also for you. Okay, and I see you've got your poem posted here. Actually, this will really help me, I think, in rereading it.
Yeah.
Just for, clarity for me anyway. Yep. Okay. Okay. So, okay, Mama Maggie. My mother died, so she and Queen Helena would survive the fall of New Troy. It is my birthright. Your only right is to die, abomination. Quite dark.
Yeah.
I like it though. Okay. Mama Maggie, she glanced over her shoulder at the one behind her with a bow over his shoulder. Yes, I know what you are, daughter of Artemia. Let's see. Okay, Mama Maggie, my grandfather sent me to find you and see if it was true that Daryls had a child. I like that. You will not weaken our bloodline. Ooh.
That's some shade.
It's quite a shady stream, isn't it? Yep. I am not weak, Zeus snarled. I am a Spartan. You were raised by a healer and a mixed blood wolf. Ooh. The wolves of Roma would never have allowed you to live, Chimera. Cut it down. Oops, just a sec here. Okay. The hooded figure ordered through his face covering. Okay, the hooded figure ordered through his face covering. The tall one on the other side called out in a mocking tone as the ropes vibrated from being hacked at. They say the river will always lead you to your soulmate. If you have one, and if you survive the rapids, sprinting, Zea did not make the end before the rope bridge dropped into the river.
I like that you included it towards the end instead of at the beginning.
Right, exactly. Yeah, and you can include it at any point, right? So yeah, for sure, that's good thinking. Good work, Mama Maggie. Thank you. Yep. Thank you. Let me see. This is for you, Caitlin.
Thank you.
Mama Maggie, the river ending at the sea could be a metaphor for death. Yep. We've got lots of bye-byes for Wallace. Yep. Great Fry didn't expect a magic trick this stream, LOL. But it's a Wallace magic trick, right?
Yeah, it's different than a normal magic trick.
Violet, no, I didn't post it, but I read it out loud. Ooh, okay. Yep. Rose, I was researching who was named Katie in the underworld who died by drowning. Interesting. I think you mean this literally.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So why don't we then go into a second prompt? Yeah. So I'm thinking actually just like one sentence, right? Like each one sentence for each prompt. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Yep. Just a sec here. Yeah. So let's get into a a 2-minute sprint then.
I guess if you guys posted a prompt earlier and it wasn't chosen, maybe try doing it again, see if it gets to be the third one.
Yeah. Oh, just a sec. Let me try this again. Okay. Yep. Okie dokie. Yep. So just type those prompts in and get yourselves all the way to hitting enter and just hold there, I guess, and then we'll take it from there.
No, I'm intrigued. I'm like, what's gonna be? What's everyone gonna come up with? Because we all have different minds, even though we're part of the same hive mind.
Right. Well, even just for this past round, they were also unique, huh? So, yep, just create your one sentence writing prompt and just hold off on hitting enter for now. And you've got 55 seconds still.
I'm trying to think if I want to come up with one for possibly another one.
Yeah.
You said we're doing 3 total, right?
Yeah, I think we should we could aim for that. Okie dokie, we're just about there. I'm excited to see what we get. Okay, that's it. So yeah, everyone go ahead now and hit enter and post your prompts. Yep. Okay, I see Violet's got the first one. Violet's has already shown up. I see Anya's prompt right now, myself. So the next one, if there is one, will be the third.
because Mama Maria already got one in there too. Right.
Oh, okay. So we've got 3 prompts, right? Yeah, I don't know how I didn't see Mama Maggie's. Anyway.
It's also coming up in a different order on StreamYard than it is on YouTube, which is interesting.
Oh, really, huh? Okay, so I'm going to try and be consistent and just go by StreamYard. So, yeah, in StreamYard, I see Mama Maggie, Violet, and Anya in that order. Yeah, let me just see here. Mama Maggie, his arm across her chest felt like it was burning, pressed into her frigid skin as he dragged her onto the shore of the river. Ooh, I like it.
Mm.
Violet, I think I'm actually not sure what the second emoji is. Caitlin, do you know what that is?
I think it's a mountain.
I think it's
like a snowman and a mountain.
Yeah, I think it's like a snowman in a dark mountain. Okay, interesting. There's snow actually, right, in both. Yep. Actually, I'm just gonna maybe I'll just pop over into YouTube and see what I see for violets. Okay, YouTube hasn't even caught up yet.
Yeah. No, I think it's a snow-capped mountain.
Yeah, it's not showing up at all, at least yet in YouTube. Okay.
Violet, clarify if we're wrong.
Okay, so this is prompt number 3, posted by Anya. What kind of smell is that? He asked and looked around. Okay. So I guess with that, we can get into our second sprint, huh? Just a sec. Anya, interesting. Why can't I see Violet's emoji post? But you can.
I don't know. YouTube and StreamYard. They're just
I think it's so it seems like it's just not showing up in YouTube at all.
Yeah, because I don't see it in YouTube, but I see it on StreamYard.
Yeah. Maybe it just sort of slipped through the cracks, unfortunately. But at least it got to StreamYard, maybe. Yep. Violet Snowman Mountain, it's up for interpretation. Yep, okay. Yeah, so why don't we then get into it? How's that sound?
Sounds good. With Anya's prompt, because that was the third one.
Right, yep. What am I doing? I've never changed the timer this much before in my life. Or at least, my live streaming life.
Yeah.
Yep. Oops. Ooh, how did I get here?
What if we combined prompts?
Yeah, you
All
could
three?
totally do that. Okay, good luck, everyone. Yay. That's it. That's the end of the second sprint. I'm actually just in the middle of posting my poem to the chat. Actually, if you could just give me a sec.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've already posted mine to the chat, but it came out in weird stanzas because I kept hitting the enter button on accident. So.
I think maybe that's what I'm trying not to do right now. Those gosh darned hard returns, right?
I'm just right next to the enter button, so it makes it harder.
Yeah, just a sec. I'm getting there. Oops. Oh yeah. Okay. I've got 2 to 4 lines in. That's the progress report. I'm getting there, I promise.
Everyone else let us know what you wrote and did during that sprint.
Yeah, and feel free to post in the chat. We love to read it all. Okay, that should be good. Okay. Yep. Okay. Sorry about that. Yep. So, yeah, why don't we get into the chat? I can read your poem. I think I did see it quickly already.
I know there's some typos in there, but we'll see.
Oh, that's no worries. It's that gosh darned 22 minutes again, huh?
Yeah. Although this one's actually a poem that I wrote a while ago for a similar prompt about smells. And then I had the idea to just kind of rework it around this prompt and kind of like adjust a few things.
So it was like, I see. It was kind of like a half prompt almost, right? Like it prompted you on something that you already had kind of brewing in your mind.
Because I spent a good maybe like 5-6 minutes trying to combine all 3 of the recommended prompts, and I got stuck. So then I was like, wait, I have this one.
Yeah, it was pretty much the same story for me as it was with the first one. Violet, wow, I can't believe no one could see my emojis, but at least everyone heard me reading my poem.
We're audio learners,
sorry,
Violet.
Okie dokie. Yep. Okay, so actually, let me just okay. Caitlin, she had no idea. Iron, rust, sulfur, awful. Heavy, the heaviest she'd ever bled. She had no idea. Tired, lightheaded, dizzy. She could barely stand. She had no idea. Nausea, she couldn't eat. She couldn't drink. She couldn't sleep. Nothing came up. She still had no idea. She couldn't ingest, couldn't move, couldn't sleep. Couldn't be. She still had no idea. What kind of smell is that? He asked and looked around. Her roommate found the bed empty. Her roommate found the bloody bathroom. Her roommate smiled. He had found peace, quiet. Her roommate could sleep for once. She still had no idea. Very nice. I really like that. I like the staccato nature of it, actually.
I do
with
have
the
a tendency
repeated phrase.
when I go when I get prompts, I have a tendency to kind of do almost like short horror poems. I have a lot of those.
Really, huh?
I don't know why.
That's not a bad sort of go-to, though.
Yeah, but it's usually like the first place my mind goes to. It's not anything else.
Right. Yeah, I don't know about me. I think for sure sometimes. Yep, this is for you,
Thank you.
Caitlin, from Mama Maggie. Okay, so this is what I came up with. Darn you, 22 minutes. Anyway, okay, so I'll read it out. And also, even to get this, I had to stray pretty far from the prompt itself, and I apologize, Anya. What do you smell? He said to his hound, as it growled with ease and sniffed at the ground. Together, man and dog followed the scent to see what it looked like and see what it meant. And that's it. That's all I came up with, actually.
I actually like that because it's open-ended and you don't know what the scent is, but
Yeah, it's definitely open-ended. It's definitely short, too. Mama Maggie, $2.95. So you want it? Yeah, if you'd like to post it, for sure, we'll read it. We'd like to read it, for sure. Okay, so Violet, what kind of smell is that? He asked as he looked around the desolate mountain in disgust. Ah, sorry, that was me, Snowman. Oh my.
So you combined two of the prompts. That was good.
Right. Good work.
Just gonna look at Frosty the Snowman in a different way now.
And Violet, this is for you. Yeah, so I think we have time to do a third. What do you think?
Yeah, we can. Maybe we could do a challenge one so that it's like we only have 5 minutes with the prompt or something.
We could, yeah.
Or 10 minutes. I feel like 5 minutes might be too much, but.
Would you like to do maybe, Caitlin, a 10-minute sprint, writing prompt sprint? Let's see. Okay. Okay, Mama Maggie, you aren't even a true Spartan. You're the daughter of a traitor and a Trojan. Orionis accused, pointing his sword at her. The crowd of Athenians murmured around them. My father was no Trojan, and my mother was no traitor, Zia growled, baring her pointed teeth in a show of war. She speaks the truth. The veiled former queen of Sparta walked toward the crowd from the top of the temple's stairs. Standing, Zia sheathed the sword, then tossed a squishy bundle at Orionis's feet. What kind of smell is that? He asked and looked around. Then he bent and picked up the bundle she'd thrown at his feet. The blood of the dishonorable, your brother and cousin, may have killed those who began the trial between us, but I cut out their hearts to prove they were not true Spartans. Ooh.
Is that... Are those your characters, Maggie, or are you just really into Greek and Roman mythology? Or is this like a writing prompt for your actual characters in your story? I'm curious.
I like it, though.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for that. And I think that's it, actually. If there's more, for sure we'll put it up. But yeah, why don't we then sort of rinse and repeat, and yeah, go for a third. Yep. Just a sec. Mom Maggie, this is from a Twisted Mythology shifter work in progress I'm working on called the Spartan Chimera. Oh, okay. So you're in that mindset, huh? Yeah, so at this point I'm kind of like just clicking blindly. Yep, why don't we then put 2 minutes up again? And yeah. Yep, so go ahead and think of your writing prompts and put them into your chat boxes and just hold off on hitting enter, so we can sort of all hit enter together at the end of the super quick sprint. Yep.
I'm debating if I want to try and do one.
You can.
I don't know if I have an idea though.
Yep. And Mama Maggie has elaborated more for us on her work in progress, looks like.
I really like that, Maggie.
Yeah. Okay, time's up. So yeah, go ahead and hit enter on those writing prompts now.
I'm like trying to wait because I know there's a lag between StreamYard and YouTube. So I have one, but I don't want to press enter just yet.
Oh, so you did come up with one, huh?
Yeah. It's interesting. It's in a different order on StreamYard and YouTube again.
Well, I think that it'd be the same for me, but different for you because of how, you know, as soon as you hit enter, it just shows up for you. Your comment shows up for you, I mean. Actually, I'm curious. Yeah, so for me, the 3 prompts so far are all in the same order, like for both YouTube and StreamYard. Yeah, just a sec here. Yep, so I'm seeing actually, Caitlin, yours is the 3rd. Yep. So, yeah. Mama Maggie, prompt. The meal would have fed 4, but they alone devoured it because. Ooh. This is really open to interpretation for sure. You know, like how many is they, right? Who are they, etc. Violet, 2 demons in love. I like it. Mama Maggie, you can read the rough draft for Spartan Chimera on Inkit as I am writing it. I update on Fridays. Awesome. Sweet. Yep. Yeah, so yeah, for sure. So here's our prompt. Here's our third and final prompt. How long would you like to go for, Caitlin?
I think it'll be fun doing like a 10 minutes, seeing if we can.
You want to go for 10 minutes?
Yeah.
And
Just
maybe
try.
that way also we could finish more on time, right?
Yeah. More of a challenge and better time management, I guess. I think I kind of want to try combining all 3 prompts, at least what I'm going to try.
Oh, really, huh? You're a courageous soul, that's for sure. Okay, 10 minutes. Good luck, everyone. Yay, that's it. That's the end of the third and final sprint. That was just a 10-minute one, actually. So that makes, what, 54 minutes of sprinting?
Nice.
Stream? Yep, just a sec. Actually, I found this to be a good prompt. I kind of had some juices going.
Nice. I was trying to think of a good one-worded one.
Right. Yeah. Let me just scroll up a little here in the chat. Right. Okay. Mama Maggie, what is this on time thing? There's no time limit on writing. Writing is forever. Here. Yeah. Ooh, okay. So now, so you've got something here posted in 2 comments, right?
Yeah. And I did end up combining all 3 a little bit, I think.
Okay, I'll read it out. Ooh, Caitlin. A date. The 2 demons had not fed the entire month, their shared souls taken down just that same day. The meal would have fed 4, but one alone devoured it behind the other's back. He could not help it. His appetite was larger. As his partner turned to look, he left the room. He could not face him again after this had happened so many times. His stomach could not handle it. Ooh. Good work. Yep. Would you like me to read what I got down?
Yeah. Did you do a poem or just like a short little blip?
The second.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. Right. Okay. Sorry. He heard what she said. He did not, however, listen. To him, though, it didn't really matter. She was so conceited, so self-centered, so full of herself. What right did she have saying all that bullshit to him? He put his glass of bourbon down as he sat in his chair. There's a typo here. At his study desk. What had she said anyway? Something about ego? It didn't really matter. And that's it.
I liked it. Definitely with the like slamming of the glass down. It shows there was some ego there.
Well, yep. So we've got our 3 prompts and sprints in. We've made time also. So I think we can call it at that. I think maybe we were the only 2 in the stream at the moment, Caitlin, possibly, along with Mala Maggie.
I think Violet's still here too. Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm not sure. Sometimes it's so weird. It's like you're looking at the chat and then it's like you look again and you've never seen anything change, and then all of a sudden there's something there that wasn't there before.
Yeah.
Does that ever happen to you?
This StreamYard jumps. It's like on the bingo card for the Worldwide Readathon.
Yeah. Right. It feels weird though. Okay. Violet. Excuse me. Ego stared at lust across the table. We can't keep meeting like this, he said, devouring his double portion. I like it. Oops, there's more. I can't resist you, Lust said, sliding the dessert across the table to Ego. There was no arguing with that logic.
I think we were kind of on the same page, Violet, a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of feel like we're all kind of on the same wavelength with this one. Yep. Okay. So, Mama Maggie, 134 words. No more Greekness. Okay. Lil walked out of the acrid sunset-tainted wildfire smoke into the bar's frigid air polluted with the scent of humanity's despair. And that's all one sentence only. Meph was sitting at a table under the only open window in the place, but no one dared bother him about closing it as he smoked a cigar. So Mama Maggie's got cigars going. I've got bourbon. Not sure what's going on. The same wavelength or something, right, Caitlin? A feast of blackened meats and Cajun spiced foods was laid out. The meal would have fed 4, but they alone would devour it. I thought you would like a taste of home. He grinned around the smoking stub. It is like home, isn't it? Lil grinned. The only difference is your ego. How does it feel to be banished from hell? Meph shrugged. As long as I have you, my half, it is no different than the days after the fall. Happy anniversary. Oh my. After all these millennium, I still love you. That's awesome.
So I really the same like
that. That happy anniversary packs quite a punch, actually. I'd say. Good work.
For 10 minutes, yeah, I'm impressed.
Oh, for sure. Yep. Violet, the hive mind. Maybe this is like the hive mind stream or something. Yep. So I guess Regina, I took a break for lunch and you are still streaming. We're actually wrapping up now, though, Regina, as we've sort of hit all our targets, all our goals for the stream. Mama Maggie, at Regina, we all wrote the same to the last prompt, right? Violet, this was so fun. Yay!
I agree. I like writing prompts.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, so yeah, we can go ahead and call it a stream at that. Again, my lovely guest hosts for the week are Caitlin and Wallace, and I've got them both linked in the description box below. Yep. Mama Maggie, I loved it. I have added almost 700 words to my work in progress.
Nice.
Sweet. That's a lot, actually. Good work. Yep. Mama Maggie, be blessed and have a happy and safe weekend. Yep, yay. Just a sec. Yeah. So we'll call it at that. Thank you. Thanks, bundles and bunches. Bye-bye. And because it is technically a Wallace stream, I think there's really only
Ghost
one way
Wallace.
to end it.